You shall be my finest warriors, you men who gave yourselves to me. Like clay I shall mold you, and in the furnace of war forge you. You will be iron will and steely muscle. In great armor I shall clad you, and with the mightiest arms you will be armed. You will be untouched by plague or disease, no sickness shall blight you. You shall have tactics, strategies, and machines so great, no foe shall best you. You are my army against terror. You are my defenders of humanity. You are my space marines, and you shall know no fear. What's up guys, Sound Alchemist here, and as you've just read, we will be talking about the Space Marines in this 40k lore. Scratch that. This is 30k lore because we will be talking about Warhammer 30k weaponry. And now I will start with the ranged weapons, beginning with the Archotech pistol. These ancient weapons date back to the Dark Age of technology, where they were generally used by high-ranking space marines and imperial commanders. These ancient sidearms could fire searing heat ray, microatomic munitions, or even death rays that use the planet's atmosphere as ammunition. The Graviton guns. These poorly understood weapons use their target's mass against them. It multiplies their weight of the enemy, essentially rupturing organs or crushing bones. It is exceptionally devastating against enemy war machines. The Phosex weapons. These deadly weapons usually come as either a bomb or an artillery shell which contain the corrosive and nearly inextinguishable toxic known as Phosex. The white-green flame produced is even deadlier than the Lascutters' Rad Weapons, and it is only used as a weapon of dire resort. The Volkite weapons. Volkite refers to a weapon that fires a devastating thermal ray that could penetrate Space Marine power armor in a single shot. Volkite fire was even more devastating against flesh, instantly vaporizing it. They were very difficult to manufacture, and eventually they became overshadowed by the more flexible and abundant bolter. The specialist ammunition known as Scorpius. This two-staged warhead contained a micro-guidance system that was used to penetrate thick armor. The Tempest special ammo. The Tempest bolt would explode right before contact with the enemy, sending shrapnel specifically designed to incapacitate combat robots and cyborgs all over. The Rotor Cannon. The precursor to the assault cannon. This multi-barreled gun lacked armor penetration, but made up for it with its vast hail of fire produced. It was easy to produce, and many legions utilized this weapon up until the end of the Horus Heresy. The Rad missiles and Rad grenades. These weapons were deployed during the Great Crusade and the Horus Heresy. They contained high explosive fragmentation charges that were lined with radioactive isotopes, which would create a toxic area upon detonation that caused a horrific death to the victim. Due to its disastrous after effects to the planet, Rad weapons were rarely used. The Plasma Blaster. This pre-heresy relic is essentially a double-barreled plasma gun, mostly seen upon Terminators and Dreadnoughts. The Combi bolter. To put it simply, this is two bolters that have been made into one gun. It was a standard issue weapon back in 30k, but now in 40k it has been replaced by the all-powerful Storm Bolter. And now onto the close combat weapons, beginning with the Boarding Shield. This boarding shield is the predecessor to the Storm Shield. It was heavier and larger, but it provided more coverage and protection for the Space Marine behind it. The Paragon Blades. These blades were forged during the Dark Age of technology, and the raw blades were crafted as either two-handed swords, pitch black sickle swords, or even chain weapons of incredible power. The Lascutter is a powerful but extremely unwieldy laser weapon. It was usually used to cut through doors and orbital construction. However, its powerful laser is capable of slicing molecules with ease. Therefore, It was then used as a boarding weapon and a devastating close combat weapon as well. The Chernobyl Saber. This elegant yet deadly blade is more agile and swift than a power weapon. They are wielded by the Palatine Blades, the specialist troops of the Emperor's children. They require more skill, but in return, glory is rewarded to the victor of these dexterous weapons. And the Breacher Charge. This is a powerful electronic explosive charge similar to a melt-a-bomb, but it cannot be thrown. It is instead set and detonated at a distance, and it is great against vehicles or breaching fortifications. And that concludes our first part of our 30k weapons facts. Let me know in the comments down below what was your favorite 30k weapon, and also, what 30k weapon would you like to bring and be mass produced in Warhammer 40k? Don't forget guys that we do have a Patreon page, so head on over there and pledge a simple $1 so that you can be rewarded with more epic 40k videos. As always, I'm the Sound Alchemist, and I am part of One Line Syndicate, signing out.